Welcome back, my busted babies. I hope that you guys are still joining me from my Lil Wayne reading. The way it ended was kind of weird because I didn't give any conclusion. I didn't really tie everything together other than just saying that a lot of where he is in life right now has to do with his mother issues. But it's because, for one, it's so fucking hot. I was sweating and I was trying to get to that reading before it turned into an hour-long reading. But also because I got sidetracked by Lauren London. And it's why I'm doing this reading now, because every time I read Lauren or something Lauren adjacent, I find myself not wanting to feed into the conspiracy theories about her. But every time I read her, I trust her less and less. And this is all my metaphysical opinion. I am not a fan of a lot of the people that I talk about, and I say that in a broad sense. I'm not into stan or celebrity culture. And I like to say that for people who accuse me of being biased. I don't know who I would be biased against. Somebody called me biased in my last Megan Thee Stallion reading, and I went ahead and removed them from the channel because if you think, and they started out by saying, I try to keep watching you and give you a chance, but you're always biased. It feels like to me like you're watching me hoping that I would say something that you agree with about your fave. That doesn't make me biased. I don't debate the things that I see in my readings, even when you guys come in the comments and say X, Y, and Z, because I'm not a blogger, and none of them, I have to say it's based on my opinion, but really none of it is my opinion. I have nothing against these people to be biased against one person or the other, especially rappers, female rappers and things like that. Who would I be biased against? Because I believe that I have been fair in my readings with everybody, including people that I kind of like. You might not even know that I kind of like them. And I kind of like everyone. If they, if you're an artist and you make art that I enjoy, I'm going to like that art that you enjoyed. It has nothing to do with who you are. I don't get invested like that. So I felt the need to give that statement up front so that people know I don't give a fuck. And it makes me not even want to continue doing readings like this because I don't want y'all to think I give a fuck more than I do, because I don't. I do these readings as a way to advertise my gifts, because the real thing that I want to do is have you guys as my clients and help you guys through your shit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I don't trust in my spiritual gut Lauren London just yet. And I'm not going to do this reading because I am looking for something negative about her, because I've read her before and I said what I said. I'm doing this reading so that I can find balance in how I see her spiritually. Because typically, y'all, I don't know why I went on and put on this robe thinking that it would keep me cooler than that dress I had on. I thought it would make me sweat less. But hold on, guys. I got to change again. All right. It's a little better. I needed something to cover my body and soak up the sweat, but also to keep my hair off my back because it's hot. My hair is sweating, making my back sweat. My nipples is out. Oh, y'all, I got little tickle bitties, but I'm a B cup, but they jiggling like a grandmama's today. Look, y'all look. If you grew up with itty bitty titties, then being able to do that, it kind of make you feel good about yourself, because anyways, y'all. Anyways, y'all. Ironically, I just picked this up off the ground, but we're reading Lauren London, and this is Nipsey Blue. So Nipsey, this is for you on the other side. I know you used to titties bigger than this and probably better than this and more perky and paid for than this, but you're going to enjoy these natural B cups, baby, because they real, and they come with big love underneath them little titties, a big heart underneath these little titties. All right. Let's read Lauren London so I can put to bed once and for all why I feel the way I feel about her. I have her picture up on my computer behind my phone that I'm recording on. Another fun fact, another shout out to all of my subscribers, new and old. I send my love to all of you. You all are amazing, the best group of subscribers, and every time I see you guys, whether it be emailing me for a reading at beyondtheveiladina@gmail.com, or whether you're sliding into my DMs on Instagram at beyondtheveiladina, and I be seeing y'all, and I be like, my subscribers is baddies. The guys be all fine. The girls be baddies. I have the most attractive bunch of subscribers. I haven't seen too many of y'all that I thought was, aw, bless your heart. Beautiful gowns. I ain't seen now one of y'all. I don't think that I was just like, yeah. And I don't think I will. But I'm impressed. I'm impressed by all of the busted babies and how fine y'all are. I love that y'all are not only fine, but y'all paid, because y'all be in my emails and DMs and in my text messages every other week, every other day sometimes. Like, what's up with the juju? What's up with the readings? I'm digging it. I love the subscribers that I have because you guys are so top tier. And I'm a little bit bougie, a little bit elitist, despite the fact that I'm doing this reading on my cell phone in 4K from my laundry room. But I don't like doing readings in my house because it's too many of you energies to be bringing into my house. But you guys are a nice, fancy bunch. All y'all be so fine. I be reading y'all and y'all careers be good. I'm so impressed. And I just want to say that I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys for the support that you give me. Because y'all don't know me from a can of paint. A lot of people say a lot of nasty things about me online and in my personal life. Natasha's parents, you guys, fun fact, they ain't never met me in person, only in passing. They hate me. They have said some of the most disgusting things about me, and they've never even shook my hand before, never spoken a word to me face to face. They tell her that almost every negative thing that happens in her life is because of me, because I am doing the devil's work. I'm doing the witchcraft, and I'm bringing imps and demons into her life. So anytime I get a positive word from you guys, it's well received, because it's one thing to be unbothered. Sticks and stones hurt my bones, but my 45 break yours. But it still doesn't negate the fact that nobody likes to always have negative things said about them and their character when it's not who they are in their heart. So because you guys choose to acknowledge me for my light, and it's a choice. You guys could choose to say, well, she's skinny, so I don't like her. She doesn't have good lighting, so I don't like her. She doesn't do, zodiac readings, so I don't like her. You guys fuck with me. And when I don't show up, you still fucking with me. And there's no greater feeling in the world to me than to know that over 1,000 people fuck with me like this. It's amazing. Lauren London, back to you. I'm sure I Florida watered my hands, but I'm going to Florida water again because I need to smell it. Please, you guys, feel free to contact me if you need readings. I am available. I know I've been off of here for a while, but it's just because I've been busy working. Between you guys and real estate, I have been working, and it's more for you guys, because look what I did doing juju for one of the busted babies. I got that fight fire. Working with the Pentacles of the Sun on somebody who I had just been doing hex removal work for, and them sun spirits was like, wow, wow, and I had to fight the fire, y'all. But anyways, that's what I've been doing when I haven't been around you guys. I've been working very hard for you and for me and for us and all the in-between. So I just wanted to send my love out to you guys and tell you that my books are open. Just because I haven't been here doesn't mean I haven't been working. I never really turn down readings because I'm scared one of y'all gonna need me so bad right when I say no, I'm taking a break. My birthday is October the 7th. I may take a week break then. I'll keep you guys posted. All right. Lauren London. I can hear a voice. Lauren London. It sounded like a male voice in there. That's why I kept ringing it, so I could make sure I wasn't tripping. That's what I heard. Lauren. Lauren London. Lauren London. Most High Mother and Father God, please, I ask that you bring your daughter here, Lauren London, into my presence and compel her to speak to me. Bring her soul in from wherever it resides. Bring her body with it if you want to. And allow me to speak to her soul, her spirit, in truth. And may nothing be kept hidden from me. Nothing regarding Lauren London is kept hidden from me. Drop her here in front of me because they brought her in. Lauren London, talk to me about your baby daddy, Lil Wayne, brought me here. Lauren London. Switching gears. Lauren, stay right there. Stay right there, Lauren. She's crying. You know, my guards, I call them my guards because I don't know how to describe what they are, but they're guards. They're demon guards. 2 of them. You know, they come in, bringing you in like this. They dropped her off. And she's on the ground on her knees and she's sobbing. Head down. She's kneeled over. Not kneeled in prayer. Kneeled over. Afraid to look up at me. Now I understand why, because when I do these readings, I stand as justice with my scales. That is my sun sign, my Venus sign, and my North Node. And unlike unbeknownst to the people that say I'm biased, I really do these readings biased. I'm very unbiased. It's not my fault if what I see lines up with certain popular narratives for certain people. So I stand up over her, holding my scale and my sword, not judging her yet, just standing there because she's been brought before me, watching her as she whimpers, not able to look up, just whimpers, as if a woman with regrets. But hold on, guys. I'm about to do something a little different than what I thought I was going to do. Ermias Joseph Ascondon. Ermias. I can't pronounce your last name, Ermias. But Nipsey wants to join this reading with Lauren. And instead of me, because I was about to read Lauren and ask her how she felt about her baby daddies, Nipsey and Lil Wayne, but even when I was ringing the bell and I said I heard a man's voice, I thought it was Nipsey. Never heard his voice because I don't know his music. I've never heard his music. So when the world was painting the world Nipsey blue, I was just watching because Auntie ain't know. I ain't know that man. I ain't know his music like that. You know what I'm saying? I was watching y'all grieve and sending out my love to y'all, but I ain't know that man. To know what his voice sounds like. No, it's not a man's voice. But it's what I thought it was at the beginning. It's like maybe it's like a reaction to the bell, but it made me think of a man's voice when I first heard it, and it made me think of Nipsey would like to speak for Lauren London. Now, I've read Nipsey before. I've read Lauren before. I've read the both of them. My Lauren London reading is what perplexed me about her because I saw what I saw in the reading, but something in me wants to not see her in that light. Nipsey says, I would like to speak. And Nipsey's energy would be very prevalent considering what just happened in LA with Kendrick Lamar uniting the West Coast. Lauren was there. You know, she gets honorable mention as Nipsey Hussle's wife. Even when I went to Google his name and I typed in Nipsey Hussle in the Google search box, Nipsey Hussle's wife popped up and it said Lauren London. They weren't married. And I've heard that at the time of his death, they were not even actively together. They had broken up. I don't know how true that is, but Nipsey Hussle, I may have asked you about the events surrounding your death before. Talk to me about Lauren London, the mother of your son, the inheritor of a part of your estate, the woman who has gone down in your history as your wife. Nipsey Hussle, how do you feel about Ermias Joseph? Ermias Joseph. Now he floats down like an angel. And he stands in front of Lauren, and she's still down, but she looks up at him. Something about his aura is too bright. I can see her doing this as if he's too bright to look into directly. Ermias Joseph, talk to me. Look at me. He's like white, like Casper the Friendly Ghost white. Ermias. He says rituals. It seems like his mother and Lauren and their support circle were doing rituals at the time of his death to help him transition. One of them had another set of intentions in their mind while they were partaking in these rituals to help him transition. Someone was hoping to dissolve his energy so that it was no longer able to speak and to be active to the 3D world. Push him so far into the light, he's not able to cross back over here and deliver any messages. In a room full of women grieving and supporting two women, one of those two women was praying that he went into the light and stayed there and found no reason to come back here. This woman knew the power of spirituality and the spiritual family that she had found herself in. So she knew that there was a way that at least his mother would hear from him, and that these women around her could conjure him and speak to him at any given time. At that moment, step into the light, Nipsey, and stay there. And if you do that, I'll spend the rest of my life honoring you. And I won't do this anymore if you stay in the light. That's what Nipsey says was said. This is what Nipsey is showing me, because as I asked him to look at me, he came right up in my face. Nipsey Hussle, you tell me about Lauren London. I was going to ask her to tell me how she felt about you and Lil Wayne. You tell me how you felt about Lauren London and how you feel now, because you're not here anymore to speak about the woman who has gone down in history under your namesake. She gets to speak for you. Ermias Joseph, feel free to speak freely in spirit and in truth about Lauren London. Did you love her? Are you proud of her for upholding your name, for her hood sainthood, because she's now a saint in these streets? Are you proud of her, Nipsey, for carrying on your namesake and riding so hard for the well-being of the son that you two created together? Ace of Cups, present position. Now I would like to finish doing this spread before I say what this is, but obviously it's a nice blue card, Nipsey Blue. Lauren, he says, was introduced to the spirituality that she's in now through him and his family. He says she was not a spiritual girl. I introduced her to spirituality and soul work, soul worth. When I met her, the only thing she lacked was spiritual awareness. And I thought, if she became spiritual, she'd be perfect. Challenging, the Queen of Cups. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is a very spiritual woman. But it's crossing this Ace of Cups. That leads me back to the conversation I was just having with Nipsey about what was going on during the rituals when he passed away. Because I know that his mother was doing rituals according to her spiritual system. from the time she learned of his death until a few days after his funeral to make sure that his body was successfully crossed over. Lauren allegedly was there participating. But her intentions doing those rituals is why it's in the challenging position. The Magician. I got this in Lil Wayne's reading when Lauren came out. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse is who I identified as Lauren. And when I asked who this Queen of Pentacles in reverse was, I got the Magician. And from Lil Wayne's soul, I found that Lauren does dabble in the rituals and the magic. But I also explained that this is the Magician and not the High Priestess, because spirituality, or the spirituality that she's in, was not her birth calling. It's not what she was called and raised into, like she became an actress and was raised in the industry. Some of us, all we know is spiritual ceremonies and serving the spirits, which is why the High Priestess would come out for us, because we are guardians of the veil. We hold the book of the Torah, the law, in our hands, meaning, and it's close to our chest, meaning the law was imprinted on our heart, in our DNA. We were born into this. We don't have to go to school for it, even though it helps us along the way. This calling, this spiritual gift, was written in our chest when we were born. The Magician, they wake up to spirituality and magic later. And everybody who dabbles in magic is not dabbling into spirituality. Spirituality is a pure spiritual connection with the divine that helps you evolve on a soul level. Magic is just the ceremony that goes along with it. It's the tools that the people you see us using and call us magicians and witches, not knowing that these are tools to our spirituality. And because we are called to this, we have the authority to do them. You don't need to understand why it is that we do the rituals we do. But I say that to say that Lauren is the Magician. It's in her recent past, because nowadays she is seen as the High Priestess, the Guru, the spiritual enlightened one. Nipsey said when he was with her, she was just doing the rituals. And these are success rituals, fame rituals, the rituals they do in Hollywood for various reasons. Ace of Swords in reverse. If she speaks out about something in her near future, she won't be telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And if she doesn't speak out about something that she may be expected to speak out about, it's because she doesn't want to not tell the truth and nothing but the truth. The presence of the Ace of Swords here in reverse in her future means that there will be a reason to acknowledge something. That acknowledgement may not come, or it may not come in truth. Queen of Swords reverse, Cassie suing Diddy. Now, when I last read somebody, Lauren popped up and I said she was going to have to come off her high horse and speak out. Whatever she says, it may not be true. I bet you she can find ways to lie, even if having to lie in the courts, pleading the fifth, omitting things. I don't remember. Whatever the case, she got something in it. Some, open your mouth, Lauren. She got some of that. Lauren, open your mouth. Open your mouth. She got some of that in her. Having to do with some stuff Cassie went through. Some stuff Cassie knows. Some stuff Cassie knows. That Lauren knows. That Cassie knows Lauren knows. There's some deaths in here. There's some Diddy in here. There's some Ermias in here. It's almost as if whatever Cassie talks about, because Lauren, you were right there with her, her certified BFF, the one that Diddy approved of, You're just going to have to be brought up in some conversations. Now, this was the card that I said that I pulled for Lauren, and whomever was reading, I was reading when she popped up, probably Cassie or somebody, maybe Kim. And I said, Lauren's going to have to come off that high horse, and that Zen high horse, because that's what the Hangman is, very Zen. This is actually the most spiritual card in the deck because it's very Zen. And there's nothing that describes faith more than hanging yourself up down from a tree and looking like you're unbothered because you know that you're going to be all right after this moment of enlightenment is up. Lauren, this is in your current actions position. This tells me that this Zen is, I don't want to say an act, because it could very much be genuine now. But when you was with Nipsey, you was the magician. You was doing the rituals, good and otherwise, to suit your will. Now, you're and Nipsey wants us to know that this is a stark difference from being the magician to being the spiritual guru, almost a hermit. This is very non-complicit because all I do is zen, meditate, and raise babies and be the widow. This is saying, no. This person who seems passive here is actually in control, or was when I was around. And since I'm reading how Nipsey feels about Lauren, allegedly, external is the 5 of Swords in reverse. Now, this is how Nipsey is seeing Lauren. This makes me feel like this Hangman persona was something she put on after all of the drama had died down, that it seems she had a lot to do with. Hopes and fears, his son. He fears his son. This card brought me to reading Lauren London from Lil Wayne. It was this card here that made me think Nipsey Hussle's son, Lil Wayne's son. Nipsey, why are you concerned about your son? And is that your first son? The moon, Nipsey Blue, outcome. Some things will stay hidden. Some things will stay in the dark forever. About Nipsey Blue. 2 dogs howling up at the moon. These are 2 people who had their eyes set on Nipsey. Their mouths, like dogs' mouths, were whatever he had at that marathon and in his estate. There were 2 dogs and a really sneaky Scorpio here crawling up out of the water that came and masterminded everything for the money. Baby mama paid. And this is the first baby mama not getting anything. Nipsey, tell me what's the moon and why is it here in regard to Lauren? Why is the moon here in regard to Lauren? 9 of Cups in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is the card that came out in Lil Wayne that I was investigating that brought me here. Same position because it's in reverse. Knight of Wands. Scent and active shooter. Scent and active shooter. The knight is always acting on behalf of the king. Is he not? Does the knight knight himself? Does he mount his own horse and wear his own armor? No. He's acting on behalf of the king. What actions were taking on behalf of the king by this knight? Widowing a mother and a child for financial gain. 10 of Swords in reverse, utter betrayal, but it's in reverse because it wasn't the person's doing. 10 of Swords is defeat, largely due to things that you did yourself. It's in reverse because Nipsey didn't put himself in that situation. He was put in that situation by people in the industry, adjacent to the industry. There were orders put out, and the same two people here are probably the ones here howling at Nipsey and taking orders from whoever that is. Nipsey's shooter was targeting him. And this Queen of Pentacles, why is she here behind the moon? Ten of Wands, she wanted into Nipsey's empire and business endeavors. But wasn't going to be able to get in them. Nine of Wands in reverse, Ten of Wands upright. Seems like she had been reckless. She had said something or did something that made Nipsey not look at her or whomever this person is anymore, have second thoughts about them. And they made a decision about Lauren, because she's a Sag, to cut her off. They didn't like her anymore. They felt the need to defend and protect themselves from her. Possibly because they found out that she was a party girl, possibly a yacht girl, doing things on yachts with her friends. He found out some things that she wanted to keep secret about her. And he realized, this isn't the woman that I thought she was. We won't find out the truth about that because it's being kept secret. Nipsey, why is your concern the Sun in reverse? Eight of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. Three of Swords. There's going to come a day when he wants his son to walk away from the people around him. Family. Especially family. He wants his son to grow up and go and do his own thing, not follow in his father's footsteps, and get away from the people around him that seem to care for him. Because these are cups. They're waiting on him to get access to his father's money and for him to be able to use it how he wants to when he gets old enough. Seems that they have plans for how they want to tell the son to use the money. And there's also some concern about, again, the people. Nipsey doesn't want his son around the people that are currently around him. It seems that if they don't get what they want from him financially, they'll find a way to take it from him. And behind this Three of Swords is Lauren in reverse. He was trying to block or protect or keep her away, cut her off. Now, why were you trying to block or Seven of Wands her, Nipsey? Out for the money and pretending to be something that she wasn't. He found out that she was a yacht girl, possibly. Now, this is where Cassie and the Diddy stuff comes in at, because she was approved by Diddy to be Cassie's friends. You know, he didn't allow her to just have any friends. Lauren was approved. Something Nipsey found out about her dealings with her friend groups. Sex for money. He found out that Lauren used to be a yacht girl, a party girl, and allegedly a part of the freak-offs. Allegedly. Two of Swords. Cut her off because she was in with Diddy and doing a lot of other industry stuff that he didn't want to be involved in. This feels like Diddy. This is some nasty stuff going on. This is some nasty, devious stuff. And if Nipsey was trying to get away from anyone before he died, it was allegedly Lauren. And things she did behind the scenes in the industry for money. Sex for money, allegedly. It seems that Nipsey had a concern about jail or something if somebody found out something. I feel like he did not want to do business with Lauren's friends, i.e. Diddy. Somebody is in jail now and is keeping something to themselves. A lot of people would be, if they knew what really happened. A lot of people, if they knew what really happened. Nipsey, the hangman for Lauren. This is her being zen and being regarded as the strong widow of Nipsey, the one, you know, move on with his family and his children. That's the hangman though, but there's Diddy. And there's some tapes. Videos, tapes, possibly could be in Diddy's arsenal. Possibly could have something to do with Lauren London, but I'm positive her name is circling around the Diddy estate and the Cassie estate. Her main goal is staying quiet. Near future though, this Ace of Swords in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse. Some hiccups, some challenges. Page of Pentacles. Lauren may be lying, allegedly, or having to speak out or not speak out about her participation in things done overseas and on trips. Overseas, money. Lauren will either be staying quiet or denying the fact that she too was a girl, a money-making girl in the industry. Now, the Queen of Cups, why is that challenging? Looks like a hit was put out, allegedly. Magician in the past. Justice in reverse. Two of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Magic was done to influence the court case for the estate. I see rituals being done here so that one could inherit the money for the children and the children. I see Nipsey not having peace. If anything, it's about his son. It's about his children, who it seems, if not being used by everyone around them, because they are the beneficiaries, used by some people around them, because not everybody that's in that family environment is 100. Ace of Cups, Tower, King of Pentacles. Nipsey seemed to have been told not to mess with Lauren. It was a shock when they got together because he was such a businessman, so serious about his community, and she was a fun girl. But he thought if he invested into her, built her up as a woman, she could be a good family woman for him. And he thought that introducing her to spirituality would make her a better woman, a more nurturing, womanly, motherly woman. The woman that she portrays now That's not who she was when they were together. Crowning her, Queen of Swords in reverse, the Chariot. Trafficking. Cassie speaking out about the trafficking. I do see use of a high priestess to help out with some stuff that the industry that they were getting effed up in. Some stuff they were using magic and rituals to get out of and to... Diddy's camp was heavily involved in magic and rituals. And as a result, Lauren too. That's probably where she learned the magic and rituals from. She learned the more high vibrational spirituality from Nipsey. Lauren, apparently you were there. You were a part of it. Not from the very beginning, though. And maybe not throughout the whole thing. But you were there for some of the things. And the trafficking, allegedly. Death in reverse. Six of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Four of Wands. I don't know if you and Cassie are still friends and she's not going to talk about your involvement in someone very close to you's death. But she might. She might. No, she won't. Because I see the moon here as the outcome. It'll remain hidden. But Nipsey, final word for Lauren London and how you feel about her. Nipsey, give me one final card for Lauren London and how you feel about her. Nipsey Hussle. Ermias, how do you feel about Lauren? One card, please. Four of Cups in reverse. Due to her new spirituality and her new image, nobody's going to look into her seriously. Clarify the Four of Cups for me, Nipsey. Why the Four of Cups about Lauren? Now it's the Ten of Cups. Three of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Nobody's going to look into the fact that she inherited this man's money along with his family, his mother, and all of that, but they weren't married. Nobody's going to look into the fact that they weren't together at the time of his death. And when I say look into it, I mean seriously. It'll stay covered. It'll stay hidden for whatever reason. And I imagine why, because when you put out a hit on someone that turned out that big and then get a person convicted for it, you can't easily uncover that without taking down a few people that are higher up in the food chain than just music. There are a lot of people who feel like Lauren doesn't have anything to worry about when it comes to finding out the truth about how she ended up in a position to inherit Nipsey Hussle's money when they weren't together when he died, because they helped. And with that being said, and these same people might also have their eyes on Lil Wayne, allegedly. I don't want to say this because this could just be me jumping out the window, but I almost want to say you got bigger problems than Lil Wayne. You got a black widow on your hands. And I don't know how much she stands to gain in your will, or your child with her stands to gain when you pass away, but Make sure you don't increase your net worth, Lil Wayne. And if you do, make sure one of your baby mamas don't know about it. Love you. Bye.